Hi, it's Richard Brummel,
Hello, it's Matthew Whitney.
and we're going to have a look through what's going to be going under the gavel in Matthew's classic and vintage car auction on
The 3rd of November.
Sunday, the 3rd of November, over at the Bath and West Showground. Now, you like getting down and dirty.
Yeah, there's a couple of. They are literally barn finds there.
That is definitely they're
in a
definitely barn, yeah,
Yeah.
and certainly barn stored. I mean, perfect patina, isn't it?
Yeah, you buy one get one free.
Buy one get one free, and I see the left one's a Somerset car.
Yeah, both tax exempt.
Looks like a Somerset Devil car with a registration 666, doesn't it?
You can tell her that, not me.
Okay, so basically a couple of projects, as often, client bought them, didn't get around to it, isn't going to get around to it.
No, I mean, the intention was to make one really good one out of two. They're actually both got the V5Cs, they're both imminently restorable, they're both manual overdrive. And
they're both being sold, as you say, as a boggler for buy one, get one free, and they're both being sold without reserve.
Mm-hmm.
So there we are, come and take your choice on that. Now, you haven't just got restoration projects, have you? Tell me honestly. You've got non-restoration projects, drivers,
that's
but
this restoration project for someone.
This is a restoration project, isn't it? Yeah. No, I think this is probably beyond my my abilities. But what a cool car!
Yeah, the DS Safari. Again, great car. I mean, it says it all from the 70s, doesn't it? It really is a statement item.
Yes.
Really big, really imposing. But as you quite rightly say, it needs a lot of work.
And I hope someone does it. I hope someone takes it on.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a rare car.
It's a rare car. Yeah. It's probably even more rare being in a restoration project than being up and together. And again, that's a no reserve vehicle,
no
so
reserve,
that'll do what'll do. Now this one, they sort of photoshopped their faces out of it, but that's a bit of fun, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the little
Humber, isn't it?
Humber, yeah. The 2-seater with dicky. Has had 2 restorations in its life. The last one in 1992, so a few years ago. But come from the gentleman it belongs to is unfortunately losing his eyesight, so that's why it's being sold.
Yeah, that's been in storage. That's
just a light recommissioning. It's been properly stored up on blocks, fluids taken out so it didn't freeze. That's sort of 6 to 8 grand's worth.
Yeah, you can have some fun with that. Now another, just when you look at the Citroen and then you come across, and here's a bit of British engineering here.
Yeah, or British rust.
Character. So there is actually a lot more. I mean, there's all the doors, there's all the engine.
It's basically stripped, so it's all there. It just looks worse than it actually is. So all the interior, all the engine gear, there's another engine with it as well.
So it's a 3.5 litre Jag, isn't it?
3.5, so it's the big boy.
Yeah.
Eminently restorable and quite a rare car when done.
Yes.
So
and is that sort of 4,000 or 5,000?
Yeah, 4,000-6,000. But
get that knocked out over the winter, you'll be on the road for the summer season. Now, you know me, I do like a bit of lorry action. As a child, I loved the film Hell Drivers, and this could be my Hell Driver moment.
Good.
Yeah, and it's a tipper, isn't it?
It is a tipper, which is quite rare. 1942. Think it had some war or army sort of action, as it were, or involvement, and then it's been restored by Mr. White, as you can see on the door there.
Of Torpoint, nonetheless.
Torpoint, yes.
And he's moving, isn't he? He's losing his barns, his storage,
But beautifully stored, been shown quite a lot in the southwest.
Yeah, is he going to drive it up?
Yeah,
he's going to drive it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, and still another, again, light commercials, small commercials, very popular at the moment, aren't they?
They are. Again, that's from a deceased estate, in really nice nick. And as you say, light commercials are very, very commercial.
I see what you did there.
Commercial.
You spent too much time with me.
Yeah. Very commercial at the moment.
Again, a little moggy, rare to see it as the van. Pickups van's very rare. What's that one in at?
That sort of should do somewhere between 8,000 and 10,000.
Yeah.
It
looks nice.
You could write it up if you wanted to and use it as a bit of advertising for your business, couldn't you?
And speaking of business, this is the business, isn't it?
Yes, Mark II Jag. Everyone likes Mark II Jag. In brilliant red. You can't miss it.
No.
Had a huge amount of money spent on it.
I think you said, is it
20 grand?
20 grand spent on it, yeah. Been a bit of a labour of love.
Yeah.
3.4.
Yeah.
Automatic. Yeah.
New interior. All black leather. Bare metal respray. engine rebuild, the whole lot. So it's easy to say what hasn't been done rather than what has been done.
And it's in at
18
to 20,000, yeah. So again, I think you've done all your photographs actually on wet days, because I know some of the clients they refuse to get them out of the garage and stores. And
it's atmospheric.
It's atmospheric. I think there's been a lot of rain recently. And another Jag, a modern Jag here.
Yeah, the 3.6 XJS manual. Again, which is
I do like that. Is it pepper pot wheels? I do like those.
Wheels, yeah.
And like the colour.
Colour's
Nice.
Antelope,
yeah, like that. And again, this one was bought as a project, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was bona fide. It was off the road, I think, between 2003 and 2018. Again, that's had a bare metal respray windows out, new carpets, its suspension's all been dropped and redone, new brakes all round.
And it's manual.
Manual. Yeah.
Fantastic. And a 3.6.
Yeah.
Fantastic. They're rare. And again, they've moved on a bit recently, haven't they?
They have. I mean, I think they've been all pushed along with the Mark 1s or the Series 1 cars, but that should do 9 grand.
Yeah, nice. And this is a little bit dearer, but this is quite special, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 20-odd thousand miles from you. The Zephyr or Zodiac, Zodiac Executive
Mark 3, yeah.
With the fins.
Quad headlamps.
Yeah.
And this has had been restored again. Well, a respray.
Respray, so bare metal respray. But according to the vendor, there's no welding being done to it at all. If you look at the turret tops inside, you can see all the original spot welds.
Yeah. And look, 2 seats on the front.
Yeah, again, the individual seats are on the bench, which again is rare.
Yeah, and obviously the Executive, it's obviously leather. And it's
it's got all the bells and
whistles. It's a rare thing. I mean, it's a lot of car, and at 10 grand, it seems a lot of money, but actually, as we say, find another. You could buy one at 5 and spend 20 on to try and get it to that. Yeah. And again, pretty another little white. And a Tourer.
Yeah, little Tourer, original Tourer rather than a chop top for a change.
A chop top, yeah. This is a happy looking chap. Now, if you look at it, that's where it lives.
Yeah.
That's its garaging.
Motorhome, Richard, motorhome.
And how many bays does it have, the motorhome?
I think it's 10 either side. There's 2 of those.
Yeah. So this is pampered. I know it was bought relatively a couple of years ago from one of our auctions, and the previous owner had spent £14,000 on it.
Yeah, and if you look at it, you can see where it's been spent.
So that's in it. I think that's about 80 grand. Same as the Moggy van, isn't it? So a converter bubble or the van. Don't come on knocking if the van is rocking. Now, this is if I said we've got a black Ford Escort RS2000, a lot of people would be getting really excited. And if we said we had a black Ford Escort RS2000 with a V5C and a huge engine and a parachute and huge wheels at the back, it's a bit of a Marmite one, isn't it?
You're right. Well, as you say, you're either going to love it or hate it.
Is this road legal?
Yeah, but you can't. You won't go. You
go in a straight line.
You're not going to get around
because the wheels aren't going to turn at the front. Yeah.
But yes, it has got its V5C, so technically it is road legal. You don't need an MOT either, do you? No, so it's got a huge V. I think it's 900 brake horsepower. With your parachute and your sissy bars or wheelie bars.
Wheelie bars, yeah. So that's pretty cool. And me, I've always liked Bristols. Now this one was supposed to come to our last auction, and the owner, who's a very particular owner, although obviously it's been a long time MOT exempt, decided to have an MOT, and I think actually it was brakes and more brakes. So it didn't make it to the last sale. So the 410's coming back in for this one, isn't it?
It is.
Gentleman's Express. I do like them.
Indeed. You should have bought one years ago.
I should have bought that one years ago. Yeah, no, I'll kick myself about that. And again, another Gentleman's Express is this. It's a Pontiac.
Yeah, the Le Mans. Again.
Or Le Mans, as they like to say, over the pond. That's a special one, isn't it?
It's quite rare. It's a rare car in this country. It's quite a rare car in America.
Yeah, and it's got the right number of doors, because they like 2 doors, don't they?
Indeed. That's had a respray, retrimmed.
It's quite cool at the back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not overly massive as well for an American car. It's usable on British roads.
And nice little fins. I like fins. Like my first car was a Herald, and I like a bit of fin action. I think that's why I like the Zodiac Mark 3.
But it's a nicely put. You can see.
It's
really
kind
nice,
of a lot of work done to
it. And it should do a bit like the Zephyr. It's going to fetch around the same sort of figure around the £10,000 mark.
But something else which has had a lot of work to it, a lot of time, love, years of development is is the Interceptor. Now, we're both very partial to an Interceptor.
I like an Interceptor.
We
yes.
we like, and actually that sort of aubergine colour.
Yeah, I like
that would.
Yeah,
But I love the magenta stag, so anything like that really does it for me. But this is this is non-standard.
No, V8 engine, but it's British V8 rather than Buick derived V8. I won't say the word after that, but you can all probably guess that. 4 litre manual, 5-speed manual.
So you can actually drive this down the motorway flat out, and you won't see the fuel gauge disappear.
Well, it's not quite as fast as it would originally, but no, it's had, as you say, it's had a huge amount of development work. Comes from the same stable as the Morris Minor convertible.
Yeah, so it's
very well pampered.
Yes.
A lot of I think you can probably see from the photographs, it's just beautifully presented.
Yeah.
Really nice car.
And that's in about, is that sort of
40,000?
Yeah. Say it quick enough, it doesn't sound right. Another great British cruiser is the MGC.
Yeah, and in teal blue, black leather, wire wheels, sort of ticking all the boxes again. Again, historical restoration. Recently, it's had brakes done. What else did it have? New batteries, stainless steel exhaust. So it's had
bits
and
and bobs,
pieces done. But nice.
Again, nice to have a seat, and they sound so cool.
Yeah,
because
they're a lot cheaper than a Haley, Richard.
Your MGC GT, that's the one you should have sold that one. No.
Thank you, Richard.
That's my pleasure. And then an E-Type. I mean, it's just great.
Yeah, again, left-hand drive American car, come from a private collection. Again, we seem to be getting quite a few cars through collections these days.
Yes.
Low mileage, with history with all the mileage he's done in the States. Hasn't done much mileage in this country. It is going to be MOT'd again. And it's a rarish being the manual rather than the automatic.
You kind of think, it's a 2+2. It's got a sunroof and it's automatic. There's no sunroof, and it's a manual. Fantastic.
And left-hand drive doesn't make any difference these days. There's so many people with second homes on the Continental. You do continental touring and all the rest of it.
Do the Beaujolais run.
Yeah, so it doesn't make any difference as far as value is concerned. So they hold the value just the same.
So that's in about sort of
same sort of money, around the 40.
Around the 40 grand, yeah. Okay. Right, well, that's a bit of a look through. We've got lots of other mad-looking motors and some great-looking cars in the sale as well. And have a look at their website online, and maybe we'll see you at the sale.
Thank you. I'll have you on Sunday, the 3rd of November. Thanks. Bye-bye.